Yo, what up, Green Campers? Welcome to another edition of our Creative Chats. It's been a minute. The last one we had up was quite a time ago, and we are back again with another edition, and we have the one and the only Luwa.mp4.
Young Vibes.
Yes,
What's up?
sir.
How you guys doing?
So today we're gonna be getting to know Luwa more. We're going to be unraveling the mystery behind this, enticing silhouette. Yeah, so let's start with the basics. I'll start with last year. I'll say last year felt like a breakthrough year for you and many other non-conforming sound makers in the underground space. And you just had your first headline show in Ibadan this February, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with all of that that's happening, how are you feeling right now? And what's your current headspace entering into the new year?
I feel like I'm I'm happy knowing that I haven't did something in Ibadan. Because I thought like I grew up there. Like, I've lived there my whole life. Um so I just thought yeah with the exactly like the way we had last year go, I needed to do something in Ibadan. It just felt like things could even start properly until I did something in Ibadan. So now I feel like okay, I'm really ready for anything because like as long as I know that you have done that, there's nothing like
You have conquered that quest.
because Ibadan is very old school. So being somebody like me that's like trying to push that, it was just refreshing seeing people come out and they understood the assignment. You know what I'm saying? They all looked fly as hell. They all turned up. Guys are not trying to like form like you know what I'm saying. So
Those are our family.
I was really like I really felt the love. So I definitely went. I'm ready. I'm in a very clear headspace now. That I've like got out of alcohol.
You're ready for the year.
I'm ready, yeah, for sure.
Okay, I can see you're very ready. You dropped two singles so far this year.
Yeah, man, that's a drop.
Die, die.
Yeah, it was actually dear, but like
Dear,
I like
Dear.
the fact that it looked like a die because it's like okay,
Yeah.
somebody will actually think that.
Yeah, when I saw SCRM, I thought it was stream. But when I
Yeah.
listened, I was like, Shotiri me. That's crazy. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Where does the name Lower MP4 come from?
Um, my full name is Ayolua, and everybody used to call me Lua. And I feel like when I wanted to start music, I just said like, how's my stage name gonna be? And I just thought about the way I even saw music, and I feel like music is just a reflection of my life. Whether it's like the fantasy and also like the actual reality. It's like that's my life. So and I feel like when I'm putting out this little stuff, I have to see that through like visuals. So I think like before just really made sense going into that. So yeah.
Makes a lot of sense because you are you're a visual artist to an extent. Because when it comes to like your visual delivery, you don't play,
Don't play
you
at
don't
all.
play with it.
Yeah.
Last year you hinted at switching your name to Psych, and a lot of people objected that. I was one of those people. Yes, I remember early. I think it was early last year. You tweeted something that you wanted to change your name to Psych, and it was like, no way, no way.
Okay.
Why did you consider that?
That was just the headspace I was in at the time. Funny enough, I've always wanted to change my name. Like I always even like since like I always think about what's my name be this, my name be that.
So we're gonna get into your background and your early influences. Firstly, tell us about your own upbringing. Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Ibadan. Yeah, Jet to be exact. Uh, yeah. But it's a very complex.
That was where you schooled all your life.
I went to school in Ibadan up until like 25. So when I was like 9, 10. Then I started going to school in Lagos. Then I think came back.
Is there any specific childhood memory or moments that you describe as your induction into music? Is there any point that
Actually, I always think about a time when my aunt at the time she either she had just cousins, so she was friends with one of the cool cousins or something. But like I just knew that she just told me about like no hits, and I was like, damn, I really love to know hits. I really That was my first ever like weekend moment. Like, damn, this music was actually kind of cool. Yeah, and then I guess also Disney Channel as well. You know, like watching the Late Mouth or something. And you be like, it's like
What
oh,
you watch Hannah Montana?
yeah, Hannah Montana for sure. Oh, Hannah Montana for sure. Yeah, so I think that's the time, but
Yeah. Your sister Indy makes music. In case you don't know, Indy, for those that are very tapped in and they know Indy, Indy is Luwa's sister.
you say we look alike, but I don't see it.
I don't think they resemblance. Look at like I was stunned when they told me they were sister. I was like, how?
Yeah.
Like I knew I discovered Luwa as a different person, and then I discovered Indy. Like the connection was not just there, and they were like, oh, they are siblings. That didn't make any sense to me. So I mean, I would imagine that there was a lot of musical influence in the house, but that's not the case. Right?
That's actually not the case.
Just found it.
We just happen to influence it, So
How many siblings you are?
I have three. So I have two sisters and I have bigger.
Oh, okay. How do your parents feel about you in the pursuing music? I'm sure they would have had something. Or are your parents those type of parents that have like a career path slated out for you?
Not actually. My parents were very much liberal. Actually, like my parents were very much. They just didn't like music. I thought like
So you're saying are they supportive of behind you?
something like that. Like now, I feel like because I've been doing it for such a long time, they know that this is my life, so they're adjusted to accepting that reality.
So, if not music dead, like what do you think you think that will make your parents feel more comfortable? Like, what would you rather have?
I mean, I was studying engineering. Wow. So I think my dad especially yeah, yeah. Like even though he feels that it doesn't matter who I study. But I think yeah, I'm not so sure. But what would you rather agree on?
It's music or nothing.
I mean, shit. Oh, I feel like I know rather to fashion. Is it actually? I actually does actually it's fashion design myself. And I won't say fashion design, graphic design. And I had it brand from coaching yeah, at that time. Um, if I wasn't doing design, I wouldn't do fashion.
I see that, and also I last time we had that tendency. What house time does it is that kind of your hobby? It seems like you just enjoy following out if from and just something like you're practicing.
Oh, I mean, I heard it said we got always have so right. So then, so my family decided I do that. I like the idea of conceptualizing and stuff. But in terms of hobbies, I was telling my friend that still. So music I just consume. I mean, um, I play the girl. Yeah, I'm a deep on
Yeah, the yeah. What software you use for that?
I'm very interested. I don't know me. Yeah, I do. I know Photoshop is cool, but I just love everything this is of that. So sure.
So we're gonna get into your sound and your process. I would say your sound feels very nostalgic because like it takes me back in time. You know, your approach to your beats, your lyrics, your the way you tune your voice. It's something that people don't do it. So it's very nostalgic and almost cinematic. Even the way you like visually present your craft. What's the typical approach to making the songs?
Um,
Are you like do you have like something in mind that you like this is what or you just do you or do you reference things and you go
I like referencing, definitely. But when I think about the song I'm making, I try to think about like the picture I'm drawing or like this one, like even if the song never ends up becoming a music video or that or anything, I just always think about some scenarios, shot and play with that.
sound?
Yeah, that's the play. Let's give that a sound.
So you're saying you're approaching it, you just is what you see first. If what you see, you make the first thing that you guess.
Yeah, because I mean the beat influences what I'm thinking
What you
about.
see, okay?
But funny enough, I do think that a lot of times I think about the visual beforehand. So it's like I think about the story sometimes. So even if the beat might not be given nigga, I'm like, I'll find a way for this thing to fit with that. But yeah, definitely the visual are pretty good.
If you could describe your sound in terms of genre, I don't know how many say this.
I would say cyber funk, but the funk is still like peakish reaction. Because I feel like there's only a type of house international. I also say metal block. It's what's else. Like, because I think metal means that you're hunting. You probably just
So a little bit of like
yeah. There's definitely like definitely rap. You know, like the way you're involved, like
League Power more. So yeah, like I mean, you had a song with somebody that I think is a full time. I see now he's trying to switch his sound. Tigray,
yeah.
that he's trying to. I don't know. It's currently evolving in terms of like his sound. But I've been listening to Tigray from like way back, and it was like pure metal rock. Like so, when you guys collabed on Legend, I was like, yeah, that makes sense because that's definitely the vibe.
Yeah, definitely your input. And definitely have been influenced by also for sure. As well as rap.
You have a good back. Okay, around the So do you produce your own music or do you have like a sidekick producer? Because I feel like for somebody to make this type of sound that you make, it has to be somebody who totally gets it. Or somebody who is locked in with you.
I mean, I have a team of producers. Like shout out the producers so much. You know, you got the background. And then
You want to name your
of course, you have DCE, you have Topsy, you have ET, Offudano. That's like I would love to Offudano for a long time. He's an artist.
off with that, man?
Yeah, ET. He's an artist as well. AD. You have Jincho, you have Ray. Shout out Ray. We have a lot of producers out there. RG, Darius, and Daniel, things like that. Yeah, like India as well. India, when earlier days, when you produce your songs for like yeah, you probably won't see the light that, but you're gonna make million like most of them.
Do you produce yourself?
Yeah, I actually do well. I'm not releasing I'm not producing it. I'm just like keeping my time, taking your time, keeping up with it. But for sure, I think maybe this year, next year, let's see.
Speaking about working with India, I don't think you guys have any collab song out here to you. Is this something that's in your works?
For sure, like we have a lot of songs today.
I believe so. It's just vault.
Yeah, just like under fire. So
Just like you guys watch out for Luwa. Thanks in India. Who would you name as the top 5 influences?
Also producer, not producer, I like to say Jordan Patrick. Shout out name. I feel like that's the first producer I really try to build a sound with. But you also produce on side like this one. So
Just to get familiar with his name, because I'm just hearing his name. Yeah, well, these people, a lot of names.
yeah, when my influences.
Your top 5 musical influences. So that you listen to and you're like, you tap something from the type of sound.
Yeah. Okay, so just so this is what I'm doing. I just just play a lot. I really like a lot of songs. We listen. And see, trying to think why cool. And then I'm good. My core is not there.
That makes a lot of sense. Because if you put Justin Bieber, what was his mentioned name? Gozi, Lady Gaga, Bieber, One Day, you put all of them inside Blender. I just feel look come outside because it makes a lot of sense. There's that everyone I can see an aspect of each of them. The Justin Bieber sound, it's somewhere there. The Lady Gaga, it's centrism, it's there. One Day sound, the band. Like when I listen to your song, when I first heard your song, I don't remember which. I think it was Friday or summer.
Friday, someone said.
Summer, yeah. He reminded me of old school band. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
And a very random but important question: did you watch MTV or do you know MTV?
Don't you?
Were you not hearing the background? No, I don't know. Like it's a TV channel. Like
Yeah, just listen. It was too bad. I don't know, like,
no, actually, it's actually a local TV channel. It's not like on satellite. It's not like okay. I think they're on DSTV, but like it was just a regular TV channel.
what was like, what the issue?
So the thing is that you have a certain aesthetic that I feel like you probably be one of those characters that use for your ad breaks. Like yeah, like the way you do your visuals, the way you should probably go and watch.
Yeah, one
video like really. I think somebody told me that Noah looks like somebody that came out of Home TV because that's really
So,
like
ONT.
ONTV. Just check them out. You have that vibe.
It's a Nigerian thing.
It's in Nigeria. Yeah, I think they're still active definitely. Out there. Yes. Let's talk about your sense of style and your identity.
Yeah.
I would say your style mirrors your sound and vice versa because if I hear your sound and I'm trying to imagine what you look like, this makes sense. And if I see you and I might not necessarily get the way you sound from the way you dress, but like if I hear the way you sound and I'm trying to picture how you would appear, this will make a lot of sense. But when I see you, I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is it a very deliberately curated aesthetic? Did you have people on the mood board, or was it just you being you that led to this
I mean,
vibe?
realistically, definitely have. Obviously, yeah, me being me, but there are a lot of people that I probably looked at and be like, oh, I feel like we see fashion the same way. I've always been tapped into fashion.
Name
So,
one. Lil Uzi.
Uzi for sure.
I can see that.
Uzi for sure. Yeah, I think I've always been tapped to fashion. So I just saw it more as like, what when I think about music, how do I think about the character that's performing, you know? And then so that just makes me just think about it myself and what I represent. So
There's been a noticeable like evolution in your style. I was talking to somebody that you know by the way, and they were telling me that they were saying something along the lines of I used to know Luwa when Luwa was still a normal person or still a regular guy. What they meant was like they knew you when you still dressed like in the conforming way. That then you still had like the regular haircuts, like regular shirts and all of that. What inspired the shift? Like was it a gradual
when what year were they talking about that? Because like I feel like I've always been changing like my fashion because I've always been into fashion, you know. So every era was just kind of a different, approach. But I feel like they've all been going towards this person now. So the reason why I say that is that I was a hypebeast at a point in time, but hypebeast culture is different from
Lagos?
you're not even Lagos. Hypebeast culture is different from you being like punk or you know what I'm saying. So for
Are there
me,
other people in Ibadan that are punk styled like this?
I mean, I meet more and more people. Like I feel like it's a very, very tight knit community, but like I see more people that are like, yo, they're just fly. Ibadan has a lot of fly guys.
What do you feel about the Voltaire tag?
I mean, Altair is like alternative, you know.
I mean, anyone who sees you most likely refers to you as Voltaire. Is that cool?
Yeah, I mean,
If that's what it is.
that's what it is. Like, it's cool. It's actually cool. No?
Who would you, or should I say, what's your favorite fashion brand or fashion house? Like, who's your favorite fashion?
Ralph Simmons. So Ralph Simmons and Yoichi Yamamoto, Y3, but definitely Ralph Simmons.
So up next, we're going to try to know your interests and your favorites in terms of like your music. You already listed who your top 5 musical influences are. Are they also your top 5 most listened to artists right now? Or do you listen to any other music outside of yours?
What's that about? For sure.
Who are your favorite artists at the moment?
Your artists. Indie is one of my favorite artists. 82. Um, Nancy Quote.
Mm,
I really like Nancy.
I love Nancy too.
Um,
But has he dropped anything recently?
he dropped.
There was one snippet he posted that was really hard, like sometimes late last year. I don't know if you ever.
Yeah, I think he dropped something cool. Nancy though. Who am I currently listening to a lot? I'm listening to. There are a lot of people I listen to. Well, yeah, some of them are on the list as well. Like I listen to a lot of music too now. Like, um,
What would you call your favorite song by you so far?
it's crazy. That's out.
That's how. I think there's any that is not out. You can let us know that there's one that is not out that we should look out for it.
Shit. There's one called Seconds. Let's look out for that one. But one that's out. I think it's between. Yeah, well, it's between MP4 bass and like
LPT.
nah, LPC is out there for sure, but it's just like I think I'm thinking about when I made the song and how I felt about when I made it. I was just like, wow. Like I was just listening to it a lot. I listened to MP4 bass a
I
lot.
remember that day at Sinupeju that I was playing LPT on repeats. I remember when like that song, I had it. So when you were there, I made sure I played it because I wanted to see your reaction. Like, what do you think about this yourself?
I was like,
I like that song.
Nah, yeah, I think about MP4 bass or I like Taste a lot too. I like all my songs that I put out for sure. This is cliche, but funny enough, I really like Pick My Ride. I just didn't think that it was the one that people were gonna.
I have a grandma that is hooked on that song. Like every time I went to it was just playing that song. I'm like, play something else. I always play it.
Nah, shout out your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about your chemistry with Jaleel. I would say the synergy is crazy because like if I listen to you honestly, if I listen to your sound, like I could see the connect, but like you guys not coming together and create the songs that you have. I think I mentioned this to you the other day that you sort of put me on Jaleel in a way because I mean I knew Jaleel, I knew him from diving, but I didn't listen to him like actively. So I think I heard the song of yours and then Spotify Radio brought that fuck around song that was on his album and it was like, wait, this is crazy. Like I listened again, I was like, wow, Jalil and Luwa, this is a banger. And then you guys dropped Side Body. I would say it's giving Prime, Uzi and Katsi, or should I say Don Jazzy and the band.
So that's crazy.
Is a collab project or EP album something that we can expect?
I mean, yeah, I mean, we have a couple songs together, to be honest. I think it's just about finding the time to like lock in to even think about what that would even look like and what, like why that would be
roll that out.
outside, But definitely Jalil, shout out Jalil. He's the real bro in this game. He's really like, talk to me and just give me advice, and I really appreciate him.
How did you guys get to know each other?
Funny enough, somebody on Twitter had said, oh, we need Luwa and Jalil on a track, and a page posted it, quoted it and added Jalil. And then the page, then Jalil just tapped in and just followed me, and he just sent me my video and it was like, this is crazy. I was like, oh, we need to work. And then then after that we just started talking more, and then just kicked it.
Shout out Jalil.
Shout out Jalil.
How would you describe the current music scene? I mean, in terms of the people that you came up with last year, because like last year felt like a break through here for so many artists in the underground scene. How supportive would you say the community is, or how tight, or how connected do you feel? Because I believe there's an active community, like they roll in flocks, they have gatherings where you find everyone together. Like how connected, how supportive really is that community?
I feel like it's been rather supportive. It's just like Nigeria has a lot of people. So the truth about it is that the community is also a bit fragmented because there's just a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah, and also not just also a lot of people doing different, unique sounds, you know. I think overall the community has been extremely supportive because you know how hard it is to really get things going in Nigeria. And seeing that a lot of things have been birthed from this shows how supportive that
Yeah,
community has been.
I mean, I that was why I asked, because we can already say that from the community that this new generation of artists tend to keep themselves closer, because when I go out, I see some of them together. They have songs together. They move together, so you can tell that there's an active community growing.
For sure.
And we hope that it grows and blossoms into something bigger.
Yeah.
And you guys stay together.
Okay.
Last one. What does anti-B mean?
Anti-B it's like a quadruple entendre. It's like
Man,
there's a lot of
we
things.
miss out for that one. Explain.
It's like the anti-villain, the anti-venom. But to be honest, it's like for me, anti-B's, I feel like it's just further expressing who I am as like a punk and what my role is, you know. Because I feel like anybody that's trying to come into society, or not just trying to like establish an opposition in society, would always be looked at as a villain, even if they don't.
Especially in a country like ours, once you're not conforming, you're already a rebel. Like,
Do you understand? Like, so whether or not they understand your origin story, it doesn't matter. Like, so people in Nigeria is like, why do you have personal? Why do you look like that? Why are you doing this? Like,
so let's talk about that. Like, how do you ever feel judged, especially in public by Nigerian parents, your hairstyle, your piercings?
But it's so funny. I feel like thank God for my parents as well, because as long as I was able to bypass their own judgment, everybody else to me
doesn't
matter, you know.
Pretty much same here, because like even growing out my hair, I sort of sense the scrutiny from strangers and the profiling, like when they see you, they stare. Like,
That's wild, bro. It's like, think about it.
Knowing that from home, my mom doesn't care, nobody cares in the house. Like, I'm comfortable with my family. I don't care what you think. Like,
now the crazy thing is that I know my mom cares, but it's just that thing of if I can not care about the fact that she cares like that, why would I care about somebody that doesn't know me, that doesn't know me? And I think you can just tell. So yeah.
so guys, thank you for joining us in this very amazing conversation. Thank you so much. Come to the end of it. And so far this year is dropped 2 singles, Dear Dear and STRM Shotirimi. So if you're watching this, go and stream Luwa.mp4 and write in the comments who you'd like to see more collaboration you like to want to get into. Yes. Thank you very much for watching. Do you have anything to say?
I just want to say, you know, stay free. Let's stay free and yeah, thank you for that's actually supporting me. I understand. So I appreciate the love. So, like I said, record is enough. So,
Thank you guys for joining us. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Every good button on your screen, please press it. Thank you very much.